Here we have the Uni-Vibe Stereo Chorus. This is going to be fairly short and sweet. Right now the output is going through the left chorus. The other socket is the right vibrato. So we're just sticking with the chorus right now. I'm just going to play a couple of basic chords. You can hear the guitar sound again. I am playing through the Schecter Hellraiser. The Gallon Kruger NB200 through a 15-inch crate cabinet. So this is my clean sound. And we're going to go ahead and turn on the effect. Right now, I think I have speed fairly minimal. I think that's all the way down. Sorry for the camera shake. Let's try it again. Without. And the mix here is halfway between the wide and the mono. And then of course the intensity, which was moderate. So we're just going to start at 0. And we're just going to keep, heck with it. Let's just go to mono for right now. All right. So again with the chord. Not really a lot going on there. But you can definitely hear a little bit of a dampening of the sound. So we probably want to start with the intensity, just so that we can get a little flavor here. Now I'm going to put it at the 12 o'clock position. So we got kind of a little bit of a very mellow chorus. Really isn't very intense. So now, since we're in the mono, I'm thinking that we should maybe just take the speed up a quarter. Okay, now you're starting to get that vibe. Wow, wow. Okay, so now that we're at a quarter vibe speed, I'm just going to put it about halfway mix between mono and wide, which probably isn't really going to do a whole lot because we're not really running stereo. This does kind of control your output a little bit, maybe. Let's check it out. In fact, it affects it a lot. So turn it all the way to stereo. We're back to our clean signal. So the mix here is assuming that you have not only the chorus side, but also this other socket as the vibrato run in stereo. So a little mix of either. So we're just going to stick with the mono for right now, and then we'll check out the other one later. Oh, there's that sweet vibe. Okay. And let's see, let's get some intensity, some more intensity here. We're just going to get really intense here. Oh, yeah. Now you got that almost rotary speaker going. Now we could do something like maybe go halfway on the speed. Let's get a little bit more rotary going there, right? Okay, that's not right, but I'm just saying I can take the intensity out just a little bit. Or speed. Anyway, sorry for the camera shake again. I gotta work on that. All right. How about just chill? All right, so we've been through the intensity. So you got a little bit of room to play with. You can either go to the high, this side of the intensity, and obviously you get a very thick vibe. And if we wanted to go ahead and just crazy turn up the speed, let's see what happens here. Nope, that wasn't what I was trying to do, to be honest. Usually played without the screech, but you get the idea. So really, this is one of my favorite pedals for kind of giving you that stereo chorus, rotary speaker like sound. And obviously, this is taken after the original in some respect. And it's just it's a very simple, easy to work with, decent pedal. I like it. So that's pretty much for that channel. That's pretty much why this is going to be short and sweet. You can play around with the mid-range again, see what we get there. So we're still getting a little bit of a sound there, but it's a little bit closer. I'm not. Maybe I just need to. seem to be getting some noise. Not really quite sure what that's from. Yeah, that's kind of bizarre. Huh. Must be some kind of a grounding issue. Anyway. All right, so now we're just going to go ahead and turn this off. And this is not going to hurt anything. We're just going to switch over to the vibrato domo. All right. Again, clean sound. Bet you haven't heard it played that way. All right, let's go ahead and turn that on. Now, of course, because it's not stereo. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so at least this time we're still getting a little bit of the vibe. But let's go over to the wide. No sound, right? It's going to be a little bit different. It almost reminds me of playing like, was it the Zelda 2? Kinda. Okay. Don't want to show my age here. And that was definitely not. I'm a 70s baby, so I've been around for a while. Vintage man. So obviously we have no time or speed. Essentially what the speed is, it's time. Just like any other modulating effect. Speed, time, whatever you want to call it. So to really get the full effect of this pedal, it'd probably be something that you could play around with, more of a stereo output. Unfortunately, I'm only going through one speaker right now, but you kind of get the difference a little bit. So honestly, let's go ahead and go like full bore here. And this should be on this mix. Let's go back to this. I'm not quite okay, so this is, if this is only mono and this should be wide. Okay, so forgive me for being a little slow today. It's been a long couple of days, and today's the 4th of July. But if I would have to guess, because I'm thinking that's probably what it's going to be, is when you're in mono, obviously you're going to get the effects, I'm assuming, straight out of the mono. Whether it, well, no, that's, yeah. So let me just see the difference here. So this is mono, right? Okay, so now if we go, yeah, let me just pretend to, for a little bit, that I know what I'm talking about. And actually, if you want to see for yourself on the side here, what we have is a left chorus and a right vibrato. That's what it should be. So I think at the beginning of the video, now we're going to go through some diagnostics and stuff like that here. So in the beginning of the video, that's kind of where we're at. But you notice it takes the effect away, so maybe that should be adding to the stereo, I would think. Because this is, in fact, the stereo chorus pedal, right? So, in effect, you're kind of getting the same vibe, at least with my pedal here, it seems like. Maybe just a little bit more of a if anybody is more knowledgeable than I am, that's okay. You can go ahead and leave your informational comments down below. I do not claim to be an expert, but I like playing with gadgets, you know? Doesn't anybody? Especially when it comes to guitars. So this right here, that's almost like a phase or just your basic rotary at a very slow speed. Now, of course, we can get like a, however many RPMs or whatever. But like some of these pedals, you seem to get some of the best sounds with, intensity maybe a little bit more than half, and whatever speed you're into or time. There's a subtle difference there in my opinion, but maybe it's just me. I don't know if you can hear it. One is definitely a little bit more, I want to say like a ringing, where this is a little bit more buffered, maybe a little bit. That's the right word. Anyway, so yeah, that's the Uni-Vibe Stereo Chorus, and there's really not a whole lot to it, and that's pretty much why I suggested this would be kind of short and sweet. And already I think we're, again, apologize for the camera shake. I've kind of extended it a little bit, but it is what it is, and it's a great pedal. I highly recommend getting your hands on one. This one's been around for probably quite some time. If you're not familiar with it, now you can kind of get a little bit of a sample, like I always do. I was one of those people that really wanted to find YouTube videos that really went in depth into the control and the sounds, and that's kind of how I planned my expenses. It's like, do I want to buy this pedal or that pedal? Anyway, I can get that into a bio in another time. Anyway, so I think I'm just going to leave it at that because that's pretty much it. Again, it's unfortunate. I'd like to get more of the stereo effect just so we can kind of play around with the mix a little bit more. get a little bit more detail on that. Um, so maybe I'll have that for another video. Until then, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like and hit that bell. If anything else, we'll see you later on the next video.